What's up guys, Just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some of the craziest team of the season cards ever throughout the FIFAs into one squad. I'm doing this because team of the season right now is probably just around the corner in hopefully a couple of weeks. So we are going to be taking a little trip down memory lane and trying to find some of the best cards ever, not necessarily the highest rated cards, but ones that played really well in game or had some outstanding stats on their card. But before we get any further guys, if you could smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. In the comments below, suggest some players I should do potentially in a second version of this if you do want to see it, and if you're to my channel, click subscribe button for more. So remember, these aren't the highest rated ones ever, so we're going to start off with the goalkeeper, and I'm going to go with a FIFA 13 team of the season. That is going to be Petr Cech at Chelsea, and this card, not necessarily the highest rated goalkeeper we've seen in the BPL. I think Petr Cech may even have a higher rated card himself, but on the game, in terms of overpowered, this is one of the best goalkeepers I've ever come against and had in my team. Let's quickly look at his stats. He was 89 rated, playing for Chelsea of course, now at Arsenal. He had 90 diving, 87 handling, 78 kicking, 91 reflexes, 50 speed, and 90 positioning. So a great goalkeeper overall, and the stats necessary, if you compare that to likes of Manuel Neuer and players like that, or even like one of Joe Hart at team of the season, they aren't as good as them potentially, but in game you really couldn't score past them that easily. And he could well be on for a team of the season again this year if they decide to have 3 goalkeepers and 1 on the reserves, guys. So now we go on to the right back, and we've got a all 80s club member, and that is a FIFA 14 Maicon at Roma. I believe this was the first FIFA they put the physical stat instead of the heading stat, and Maicon, that kind of pushed him over the top with the 86 physical. Is an absolute monster. So his stats: 85 rated, 85 pace, 83 shot, 86 passing, 80 dribbling, 90 defending, and 86 physical. This guy was an absolute brute. And on FIFA 14, the long shots were so overpowered, the cross-body shots, and where you could ping one in for like 40 yards with a right back, the likes of Seamus Coleman and Maicon were definitely great at doing so. So now we go on to the next player. Is going to be a silver centre-back from FIFA 13, and that is TOTS Kouyate, who's now at West Ham. And look at these stats in a silver card. One of the best silvers ever by a country mile. He's 74 rated, playing for Anderlecht in the Belgian Pro League. He's Senegalese, and he had 87 pace, the passing, shooting, and that don't really matter, but 80 defending and 84 heading as well. So this guy was, I think he's like 6'4" or 6'5" possibly as well, and it was really hard to get past him, although back on FIFA 13, I think he's well over 1 million coins. If there's a silver team of the season centre-back release that's anything like this card, he'll probably be near enough extinct and possibly very expensive, but not as expensive as TOTS Kouyate then. So now we move on to his partner in centre-back, and one of my favourite ever cards on FIFA 12 Jan Vertonghen at Ajax. Now before I show you the stats, he was 88 rated, and that alone shows how good he was, but there's one in particular thing about Jan Vertonghen's card. He will probably get a team of the season this year possibly, we'll have to wait and see, but look at these stats on the screen right now. Holy shit. So he's a centre-back with 82 pace, 86 shooting, 81 passing, 73 dribbling, 91 defending, and 88 heading. So himself, he was very, very close to being potentially one of the first ever, or if the only ever centre-back to have every single stat above 80. It's just his dribbling that let him down. And back on FIFA 12, if a centre-back has scored an absolute worldie with a goal like a free kick, I think Jan Vertonghen was in that free kick category, but Felipe Santana, for example, he went from I think 50 shooting to 80 shooting in one inform card. I would love that if they'd done that nowadays, but it could potentially ruin the card if he gets like a special like team of season or something like that, and may make him extremely overpowered and unplayable against. Now we move on to the final defender. That is going to be another silver this time, and that is Luke Shaw of Southampton at the time. This was just before his big money move to Manchester United, and this was on FIFA 14. So FIFA 14 had some very good fullbacks, and he came in that category because he had 88 pace, 82 dribbling, 82 defending, 70 passing, and 71 physical. So them stats in the silver, they're really, really good. Now moving on to midfield, and first up we've got a CDM who's initially a centre midfielder, and he's in team of the year this year, and that is the 91 rated team of the season Paul Pogba from FIFA 15. And the reason he is in it because he honestly was one of the best cards I've ever used. I was lucky enough to pack him in one of the 50k packs towards the end of the FIFA, but in all honesty, them stats, if you compare them to his team of the year this year, which I think is 93 rated, I think most, if not all of them, are higher than that 93 rated card. In game he played better than Ruud Gullit, and he was an absolute brutal player as he is this year with his team of the year, but still a great player, and that's why he's in that CDM spot. And now we're going to the right midfielder, another Brazilian this time, just like Maicon, and that is going to be Hulk. It was another FIFA 15 card. As gone to the stats, the meaning of Hulk means an absolute beast, and 96 physical, that definitely is the reason why he's called Hulk. And he had 90 pace, 98 shooting, 90 passing, 91 dribbling, and like I mentioned, 96 physical. But on FIFA 16, his team of the season could potentially be better than that. And last year was probably one of the first years in a long time that Hulk has generally felt like an absolutely really good player, because on FIFA 14, his team of the season for me, at least, I put like as a personal opinion, I didn't really like his team of the season. It felt a little bit slow and it didn't really live up to the stats it had. But now we go on to the left midfielder, and this time it's another silver like Luke Shaw and Kouyate, and that's Memphis Depay at PSV. Now this was one of the most hyped up cards we've ever seen in terms of silvers, and the reason for this, he had 90 pace, 85 dribbling, 80 shooting, and the rest of the stats are pretty average, but he didn't have 5-star skills. It's actually the year after this he got 5-star skill moves, and unfortunately this wasn't actually his highest rated card, because he did get like I think an I Man of the Match card, a couple of informs and that. I think his highest rated card on FIFA 14 was like 81 or 82, and the stats are actually higher on that one than his team of the season. They probably should just upgrade his team of the season card, but either way he remained as a silver and a very expensive one at that, and a fantastic little player in game. Now we're going to the final midfielder, and one of my favourite ever cards in the midfield position, Kevin De Bruyne's team of the season at Wolfsburg. This was just before his big money switch to Manchester City, and this card was absolutely phenomenal. Last year his default base card, I think it was like 83 rated as upgrade. It was one of my favourite cards in the game. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, an unreal long shot, great free kicks. He could do absolutely everything, but this card is what I think I saved 50k packs to this guy, and I done it just on the stroke of 6 p.m. and I actually packed him. I was like, holy shit, I've just got one of the best cards ever. He had 88 pace, 94 dribbling, 95 shooting, 98 passing, because I do believe he broke the record for the most assists in the Bundesliga, and 82 physical. So this card, if he managed to get a team of the season this year, which I think may be unlikely due to injuries, but if he does, the stats will be better than that. But I'm moving on to a player that will definitely get a team of the season this year that will be better than this card, which is absolutely mind-blowing. That is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang from Borussia Dortmund. He was 86 rated, and this is like De Bruyne and Hulk and players like that. This was his FIFA 15 tots. And the reason is here, 99 pace. There are not many strikers in this game over the last few years at least that have ended up with the 99 pace, but Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he absolutely killed it last year. But this year, I think his man of the match card really is close to that in terms of stats, if not a little bit better. So Aubameyang, the king of sweat, his team of the season will probably be like 90 odd rated this year compared to 86 rated last year. But now we're going to the final player of the squad, and it's quite a surprise one for some people. That is Bas Dost, back at Herenveen in the Eredivisie. So on FIFA 12, this guy was starting to kill it. I think he started off as a really low rated silver, just like Harry Kane did last year, and then he ended up getting up to a gold, and then his team season ended up with 94 shooting. You put that with 80 pace, 75 dribbling, 70 passing, and 89 heading. This guy was like 6'3" on FIFA 12, and it's weird that now on FIFA 16 he's in fact 6'5". But either way, this is one of the best cards ever, and it's in the fact that he went from like 70 shooting to 94. And that is the final player of the squad, guys. So if you want to see a second version of this with players I've missed, let me know in the comments below, and also show your support in this video by smashing that like button. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for more. And yeah guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.